Alright, fellow Slayers, it's time to take a look at the final episode of the day, which is Checkpoint. The Scooby Gang gather at Buffy's house to discuss the Council's plans to come to Sunnydale, which Buffy isn't happy about. She recalls that her two previous experiences with the Council put her life in serious danger, and wishes they would just give her the information she needs without making the trip to Sunnydale. Glory's at her mansion, panting, sweating, and in obvious pain. Drake and another one of her minions rush into the room to her aid, bringing along with them a hysterical mailman. They give her to the crying man and help her put her fingers into his temples to drain away his sanity. She gets up refreshed, and the disoriented mailman wanders away. The other demon warns her that she has even less time now to use the key, but Glory isn't worried at all. She explains that Buffy is an obstacle between her and the key. She won't need much time at all. Quentin, Travis, and a team of watchers arrive at the magic box. They disrupt the business, sending paying customers home, and criticize Joss's handling of merchandise. They announce that the magic box will be closed for the duration of the Council's stay in Sunnydale. Joss is frustrated and takes an antagonistic position, learns that the Council plans on conducting extensive review of Buffy's her methods, skills, and abilities. Quinn announces that they have information on Glory, but won't reveal until Buffy has been comprehensively tested and she proves she can handle the information. In Buffy's history class, the teacher is discussing how Raspina was considered nearly impossible to kill. Buffy challenges the professor to look at the history from a different angle, but he shoots her down with scathing criticism and sarcasm, embarrassing her in front of the entire class. That night, Buffy complains about her cluster of vampires she's fighting until she's thrown off balance. Spike suddenly appears, flying over a tombstone to tackle and stake the vampire. He expects gratitude from her, but Buffy tells him he's getting in her way. As they begin discussing, he accuses her of not being able to keep a man. Quentin informs Buffy and Giles that she must pass the review or he will shut down the shop and deport Giles. Buffy and Giles realize they must cooperate with the Council, which is powerful enough to carry out all its threats. Buffy worries that she might fail, placing everyone in even greater danger. Council members interview the rest of Scooby Gang, including Spike, for information about the Slayer. Lydia interviews Spike, and she reveals she wrote her thesis on him. With the exception of Spike, who declares her to be sleeping because she can't keep a man, they all try not to incriminate Buffy in any way, and each tries to justify his usefulness to her, without making it sound like Buffy actually needs help, of course. In the training room, Buffy's blindfolded and her fighting skills are tested against one of the Council members, but she does not pass the test. Upon returning home, Buffy finds Glory in her living room. After Dawn sees her and departs, Glory openly threatens to kill Buffy's loved ones and friends and forces her to watch her do so. Visibly disturbed, Buffy takes Dawn and Joyce to Spike for protection. While Spike initially protests an increase of responsibilities, he agrees to look after them. After a moment, Joyce and Spike discover their shared interest in soap opera and sit down to watch it together. On her way to the shop to meet with the Council for a comprehensive review of her plans and strategies, several well-armed men wearing medieval fighting gear attack Buffy. She takes out and discovers from the last conscious one that they are knights of the Byzantium and are in town to destroy the key. They consider her their enemy because she protects the key. Buffy returns to the shop and informs Quentin that she's not going to deal with her review anymore. She now knows that she holds the power against both Glory and the Council because they both need something from her. Glory needs to know where the key is, and the Council needs her to make their jobs meaningful. She delivers an authoritative speech justifying the participation of each of her friends and demands that Giles be reinstated as her watcher, receiving retroactive pay for the months of his dismissal. She finally instructs the Council to give her the information that she needs. Quentin reluctantly agrees to her terms. Buffy asks Quentin to start by telling her what kind of demon Glory is. Quentin corrects her. Glory isn't a demon, she's a god. Ooh. So let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Xander's arm is still hurt from Olaf's attack in the previous episode. While telling Joss how badly she does not want the Watchers Council to come to Sunnydale, Buffy mentions how they almost got her killed during her Tinto di Cruciamentum, referring to the episode Helpless. Joss states that when she was with Faith, they almost killed her again, referring to the incident with the Watchers Council Special Operations Team in the episodes Who Are You and Sanctuary. Buffy makes an observation on the survival skills of the historical figure Rasputin. Nursery claims to be his former lover in Why We Fight. This is the first time Giles is officially Buffy's watcher since Helpless. Additionally, the last time that we saw Quentin Travers was near Buffy's 18th birthday. This episode is very close to Buffy's 20th, commemorated in the next episode. Buffy resumes her alliance with the Watchers Council after turning her back to them in Graduation Day, Part 1. And now let's take a look at some production notes from this episode. Anya's complete name, Anya Christia Emanuela Jenkins, is mentioned for the first time. For this episode, licensed material such as Sunnydale High Yearbook and Top Trump's Buffy the Vampire Slayer uses the surname Emerson for her. The karate instructions Buffy's given Japanese are Shomen ni Rei, bow to the front, Shomen Zuki, front punch, and Ujugari MP Uchi, back kick, elbow strike. John O'Leary, who portrays the council member credited as number 5, returns to the episode all the way, portraying Kaltenbach. Eric Betts, here portraying the uncredited assassin, also plays a number of characters in the Buffyverse, including Brown in Out of My Mind, and the keeper of the name in Peace Out. Now let's take a look at some pop culture references. Buffy takes lecture on the Russian mystic Grigory Rasputin. Donna was assured by the character of Pink Panther. Spike and Joyce watch together the soap opera Passions. Buffy describes the Watchers Council as watching the television series Masterpiece Theater without her. And now finally, let's take a look at a goof. The woman to whom Giles is speaking when the council arrives is seen leaving the store twice when the council closes it. Excuse me. So overall, I think this episode is kind of interesting, and yeah, we learned that Glory ain't a demon, she's a god, so yeah, that's kind of scary, I guess, so yeah. So overall, I give Checkpoint 4 vampire steaks out of 5. But anyway, tune in tomorrow as we do the next episode, Blood Ties. So, until then, here endeth the lesson.